legitimately, I want to finish the game, but every time I try, like, it doesn't seem like the issues with buffering are on my end. That is the thing that legitimately scares me. Try what's going on. Going through my usual, holy crap, my system can't handle it. I got an interesting story, but I gotta finish selling out, so give me 1 quick minute to finish selling out. And then, interesting story because I had spent most of the week doing a really big dive into my system and trying to figure out what's going on with the system, and interesting stuff I found. So I'll be right back and we'll get into it. Okay, my sellout rampage is done, at least for the moment. So here's my interesting story. Mildly interesting story. So I'm doing a bunch of background checks and stat studies and power usage studies and CPU usage studies and everything I can do on my computer right now. And I come to find out a couple of things. The first thing is that when I moved, I just put my desktop in a regular box, not a protective crate, didn't wrap it up or anything. And I was on my way up the stairs because I live on the second floor of my complex. The handles broke and I dropped my laptop. So there may be some damage to the CPU, some slight damage to it, which is keeping it from doing everything it needs to do. Well, keeping it from overperforming, let me say that, because it's doing what it needs to do, it's just not overperforming. But on top of that, what happened in between that little bit of that issue, what happened was Discord kept trying to update itself on my system, and it completely destroyed it every single time. Like, it would not work at all on my system. The entire thing would just shut down. I couldn't get past the start menu. And I was trying to figure out what was going on after that on top of everything else I was studying. And then I was just like, you know what? Let me just try deleting Discord. Lo and behold, it worked. So, dropping things isn't good. But if you physically damage your CPU, it would just not work at all, really. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I can't think of anything else that would cause this sort of interference and damage. Like, even, I mean, I've got an i5 processor in this thing. It's not, I know it's a little outdated now, all things considered, but still, it shouldn't be choking on a Discord update. So I don't. The studies will have to continue, but I don't know what else. Like I uninstalled it and reinstalled it, and now it's fine. But I don't know what else could have possibly caused it to go through all of that nonsense. And good. The delay is actually pretty good tonight too, so that's not bad. But either way, it's something I'm still looking into. I think the answer for this really that I've been avoiding, but will eventually have to concede and accept, is that it's time to just go ahead, put the money aside for a computer that does what I need it to do. Full streaming, full gameplay, you know, that can play games something other than the most basic VNs and stuff like that. So I will be looking into that, especially this week with Black Friday and the holidays coming up. When I see a very good gaming desktop go on sale, I will do what I can to procure it for the continued growth and stability of the site. Yeah, not much delay at all. So I'm chalking it up to a very good night. Yeah, and I was talking with Try a bit about upgrades and whatnot and what I could potentially do to this particular set. But if I look deeper into it and there is physical damage that's starting to manifest itself, then probably the only real answer is it's time to get a new one. But I'll see. Like, I have a friend that knows far more about desktop builds and whatnot than I, so one of these days this week, now that we're starting to get into the holiday season, I'm just going to take it to him. Like, okay, can you look through this thing and see if it's been physically damaged or anything or what it needs? And if he says it's just really basic upgrades, like you just need a better graphics card, you just need a better cooling system, or more RAM, something like that. Because if it's just overheating and I don't know it, that could also be an issue. But I didn't see any issues with heat in any of the research I did. So. Slick deals. But we'll see. My hope is that by the new year, by 2019, we'll be running a much better setup, and I can bring you guys maybe a little, like, because I've been playing the new Call of Cthulhu, which is actually okay. Like, it's not quite at the levels of the one Try was playing, but it's actually okay. So there are games that I want to play and bring you guys, so I need a desktop that can do it. There's no other way around it. So, but tonight, we do have a game to finish. Why do I get the feeling it's going to be the same as the year of Luigi? Alright. But ultimately, we do have a game to finish. Goal tonight is to finish Orwell. I do have a gaming series I'm starting tomorrow that should run the next 2 weeks. That will finish up a VN. I know a couple weeks back somebody was asking me about a VN I was playing, and I got convinced to finish a little something, so you'll be seeing that soon. But for now, we're going to finish up Orwell, and let me see if I remember the profile I was doing. I actually convinced... your friend and mine, Chris Tenarium, to play Orwell on his casual Fridays. But he played one episode. He played up to day 2, and then finished it all by himself and didn't stream the rest. So to me, that's a mark of quality. I'm gonna take that as a win. How much did you? We're not gonna get into that. We're just gonna chalk it up as a win. But I'm probably gonna link in his Discord the full series for anybody who's like, you know what, I want to see the actual full series of the game, Chris. But now we have a bigger task. The hero returns. No, it's all fine, really. You deserve the credit. At least for me, because you'll never get a public one. Just imagine your name in big letters in that TNB article. This Nina character is the final member of Thought that we don't have concrete information on. Since she's the one who planned the protest at the Circle Mall, and now a bomb has been found there, she is now of special interest to us. Her stance towards law enforcement just gives us one more reason, as you found out yesterday. Focus on Nina, but keep watching all the others too. So, might want to make it full screen. Oh, yeah. I knew that. I know what I'm doing. I am a semi-professional streamer. So today is probably the second most complicated. Well, trying to think of it. Saying it's the second most complicated doesn't really do it justice. Today is actually a very simple day. It's basically we got to keep all the balls in the air. We have to fully investigate thought. We have to get conclusive evidence of what they're doing and what they know. And Nina, we have to build a full profile on her. Complete the web. And that call's not important, so I'm going to ignore it right now. But yeah, we got to complete the web. But things go a little crazy today. So we have to be careful. Hey, forgot to charge my phone tonight, and yeah, so I had to do this old-fashioned way. I really want to thank you for the nice evening. I haven't enjoyed myself so much and will ever only be topped by that night, that is. Maybe drop by CCC and come pick me up tonight. I was hoping you could drop by CCC and pick me up tonight. Okay, so this gives us some stuff on Nina. P.S. If you're going to the city center today, please take care of yourself with all the bombs and stuff. Don't stay any longer than necessary. It's not my fault that thought and thought sound exactly the damn same. Why would someone oppose the safety bill? We have the lowest crime rate in years, possibly ever. You and me, we have a job thanks to Bill. The only reason not to support it is if you have a dirty past. With the situation as heated as this sounds like someone we should have a very close look at. We need a full examination. First, a concrete background. Who is she? Second, what motivates her? What does she want? And finally, where was she around the time of the bombings? So yeah, this is basically, it is a full net. Check out the T&B. It's just modern slang is my enemy. It really is. Catherine Delacroix is happy. War on indifference. And there's Nina's symbol. We are in a state of war against our own government. The declaration of war is the safety bill, the only gain of which is reinforcing the chokehold the party has on us. With this bill, they are screwing every single citizen in the country. Yet, most people are ignorant to this. Most people simply don't care about the rights being wrestled from them. Why bother when I have nothing to hide? Which is what Symes literally just said is their default excuse. They feel safe in their cozy houses while the government slowly puts a muzzle to their forehead, ready to pull the trigger at any second. As I move on the crowded circle mall in Bonn yesterday, the first shots have been fired towards the lurking indifference among the populace. But they were merely warning shots. I'm firmly minded that it's about time to take sides in this conflict. We cannot tolerate indifference. We will not accept it. If you're not with us on this, you are against us. And yet another reason why I love this game so much. It is, and what Orwell Season 2 lacks, even if I'm trying to be fair to it, which I don't particularly want to be, what Season 1 does so well is that Season 1 does so well is that it plays it straight down the middle, and it shows like both sides really have a problem here. Nina's clearly a problem, but she's also kind of right in that, you know, just the Orwellian tactics, the CCTV, the use of this very technology can become a problem. So it's this incident that, yes, this is the incident that was playing at the same time in the second game that they kind of squandered. But and our hunt for Nina kind of teetered out in the third day of that game, I believe, that focused more on the bot army and everything. We're gonna upload that. Scaring people to get attention to one's message. Really, this is what thought is about. Let's get all this information up into Orwell. Yeah, that's the thing. Harrison really isn't the revolutionary here. Ha. After they're clever and feel sorry about their actions, it's always the same. Yep. Goldfels is also against it. Yeah, I think the thing is about the bot army is if they actually fleshed out the game and did it to the depth that they did season 1, it could have been a good idea. Like pushing social media, seeing how that affects his business and his relationships and everything, and how that pushed him, if it pushed him deeper into a revolutionary zeal or anything like that. But instead they just use it as an excuse to just have that ridiculous ending. So this is it. This is him being an asshole as usual, trying to play both sides of the fence. Let's see if we get anything off of her nickname. But I think about that, and eventually I will have to do a full review. I'm finishing up the full review of Orwell Season 1 now, and eventually I have to do Season 2. It's just so much wasted opportunity in that game, especially with the really brilliant idea of having the games happen on the same time frame, just on different levels of the government. That could have been used really, really well, but it just squandered it. So judgment will have to come. Okay, what we got here? Okay, we know that's a formal relationship. We see something's wrong with Nina. We need that. Enraged outburst. Interesting. Keep looking for a reason behind this. Nina chatting. Let's let this play. So, season 1 with Chris, I was in the chat while he was playing it, and I didn't play it for him, but I did kind of point him in the right direction on a few clues. There were a few moments where he just did not get it. Like, oh yeah, I can totally delete this information when I upload it. He did that 2 or 3 times. But to be fair to him, he was sick. But I was there. Chief was there who played it as well. And like, we weren't holding his hand, but at the same time, we were kind of keeping him away from some of the deeper pitfalls. So, yeah. It just gets vaguer and vaguer. So I'm assuming that the reason that he didn't play it again on Twitch is because this part really does get vague. It requires a lot of commentary and a lot of explanation. And the only reason I can do it is because I've already played through the game. If it was my first time playing through the game, I would not stream these next few chapters because it's just it could get a little dense, to put it lightly. So here she is. She's talking to a friend, and again we're getting mental state. We're getting more information about her internet profile and personality. Opening up the net to her friends. See what that gives us. So here we are at Singular, the premier singles dating website in the nation. And here we have Nina. Hello, concerned one. Great to see you again. It's a good day to fall in love. She's 6 bleeding 1. Oh my god. Now that I did not know that from, I didn't remember that from the first time around. Like, I didn't remember her height. Good lord. Born. But to be fair, Danganronpa is a completely different thing. Danganronpa it's a mixture of QTE, RNG, and a lot of just really narrow investigative skills. So you really have to, and not only that, you have to enjoy the bits between it. Like you have to enjoy the characters and whatnot. So if you're put off by the characters or the QTE or the investigative part, the trial parts, or anything like that, because there are some trials, especially in the first Danganronpa, where you figure out exactly what happened, but you have to build up the case to it, and it just gets so ridiculous. Like it's like, okay, he could have just shot him. You didn't have to roll like a bowling ball across the internet and hit him in his foot, and he tripped up and he fell into his fish tank. It's stuff like that in Danganronpa. Yeah, I absolutely agree about the backseat gamers thing, and that's where you got to be careful, especially with this stuff. Like I said, we tried our best not to like, Chris, do this, not this. We were like, okay, here are your options, and here's what you got to do. So he could play through it as he wanted to. Well, that little bit of foreknowledge will come in handy. I'm keeping her height in there. Does not like Suits, most movie, candlelit dinner, so don't even bother with that. Here are all the people who are hitting on her, including one woman. Nice. Hold off on politically interested for the moment. Here are all the guys hitting on her. Okay, so she also goes by the name Molly Schwartz. Or rather, let me double check this and make sure it's a single mother. They seem like the type to be involved with a terrorist attack. Let me make sure, does that change the name? I think it changes her name, in which case we'll leave that alone. Because her name is Nina. And as we learned, that you cannot be interested in politics in this nation, okay? Everybody's either peaceful and don't care about politics, or they're terrorists and they are interested in politics. It's one or the other. So let's see what that opens up here. Molly Schwartz may actually open up what we need. Yeah, I think it does. Let's include that in the conversation. There it is. Molly Schwartz. She's using a fake name, and such a peculiar one at that. And this work easy. Temp site. Look at this picture! Look at this picture! My goodness. Wow. Alright, that is clear. That's in conflict, but we do need the email address. in the rebel training program. Okay, guys, we're going to rebel against the government, but whatever you do, do not include that you're interested in politics, your height, and really delete your Twitter profile. That's going to be for the best. Just as the Prime Minister leaves, the weather's getting even shittier. Matronova is her last name. And we have a patient number. Let's put that in. And she's perfectly healthy. Good for her. Let's see. And if you recall, in season 2, this is the meeting that this meeting happened because of the things that were happening in the events of season 2. So, to her database. So we have 2 addresses. The key here is which one she's most likely to lie about. I don't think she'd be likely to lie about the one in her medical records. She's supposed to be on medical leave. An injury in the left leg. These werewolves really need to stop tweeting about the downfall of the government and how those people deserve to die. Yeah, it does make it harder for us to avoid them and our suspicion of them. Ouch, that information might come in handy though. Yeah. So the resolution of this data chunk will depend on where she's more than likely lying. Well, let me see. Okay, this is the one she lied about, because her name is not Molly Schwartz. So more than likely, this is her proper address. So let's go ahead and clear that conflict now. That'll come in handy depending on whether or not they send an infiltration team after her. So she has a bad leg. Is there more information? Oh, medical. Oh, she's supposed to be on medical leave. Previous entry. Digestive nausea, vomiting, light fever. Patient reports a permanent unrest, inability to sleep properly, gets to 5 to 12 times a night, but does not feel overly tired. Hypervigilance. I need that. Hypervigilance is close to feelings of paranoia, though it's not the same. Symptoms are similar to those of PTSD. Wait, 3 years? What happened? We'll upload all of that. I won't try. Only you would try and keep your own doctor on their toes. That sounds menacing. An important finding. I wonder what might have caused it. So she's possibly suffering from PTSD. Go back to the mail. Now, one thing I do... Oh, it's Juliet. We'll let the conversation run for a bit. But yeah, it's, Let's see if we can get all the stories down. That might have come in handy as well. What kind of weird nickname is that? I don't know, man. Obviously they're weird. Have you seen their family's website? A sudden and brief strike of Buffy. Okay. As long as I'm also seeing... Well, no drop frames. It's barely using CPU right now, so... That's good. It's probably just on YouTube's end. That's fine. Troublesome relationship. We'll keep that in our back pocket. Now, I will say, while we're letting this conversation play out between her and her sister, I will say one thing that Chris figured out, which was fun, was the different kind of cases you could build in against Cassandra in day 2 to get the information. He didn't do a bunch of stuff, but what he did do is he used the conversation that she had with Juliet, where she admitted to bashing the dude's brains in, and then he framed her parents for financial irregularities. So Chris, overall terrible person, but managed to build a fantastic case as a government stooge. Okay, so this is about her fighting against her parents and becoming An independent person. Considering that she ended her relationship at that time, yeah. We know everything about you. Alright, so let's see. There's a key here that we need to continue on. So, let's go through some of the information. Oh yeah, I believe she was in the class, if I remember correctly. Huh. Concoction. Creative framing. That's what we're calling it now, huh? Oh, yeah. Okay. $8 an hour. Jesus. No wonder she had to take so many jobs. Feedback. So, yeah, she's supposed to have strict rest. But she is working. And working. And working. She's working for $8 an hour, so I'm not surprised. Like, at that level of pay, you really don't have a choice. But oh, my leg is hurt, and I can hardly feel it. It's about to fall off. Yeah, get back to work. So she was working a lot over the week. Does that account for or perhaps limit her ability to have triggered bombings? Right quick, I'm gonna take a sip. We need to do like a holiday edition try of Secret Hitler or something, because it's been a while. Just something to close out the year. Nice little get together for Secret Hitler. Well, so much for that. He had much worse luck with Nina than he did with everybody else. I wonder. Initia's game is interesting. His methodology is pathetic, but his game is interesting. It's Secret Hitler Holiday Edition. Yeah, it kind of like a Secret Santa, only with slightly less fascism. It's Initiate again. I wonder what his or her role is in this. Well, let's find out. Initiate has been in contact with 2 of our target persons so far. This should be enough. And here we go. Feel free to investigate this hacker as well, but keep the focus on Miss Martinova for now. The web is growing. Oh, now what is the idiot doing? Buzz the duck off. Did the stream just crash? Or is that me? Yeah, it was just me. I thought it crashed. Hitler wasn't the only one with work camps. Then I had plenty of elves working day and night with no end. Yeah, that's a fair point. Okay, this is where they're talking. The government needs to keep Sean doesn't right with me, but bombing people, that's just plain wrong. Bullshit. How come you think that it was one of us? It's just that I've been watching you all for some time. The bottom bombs hit places where your outlaw policy has been to in the past. No way you didn't hear about that. Even the cops seem to have found out at least something. They knew where to look for the last bomb. So give me a reason to you know, like put that consciousness in my knees, I would want to help you, not turn you in. How dare you threaten me? You got nothing. Yolanda, be cool. This is... Said I want to help, not threaten you. I'll show you I can be trusted. I'm going to hack that precious page at the party and upload a special something. We'll let the hack go through. Because we could get some information from Nina if we do. Plus, we'll be able to charge him with the hacking of the page. If I could get away from you now, I would. Can't switch my phone off right now. This is a super wizard class hacker, clearly. We'll let that hack go through. We need the intel. Charisse, how's it going? It's not ruining people's lives. We are hunting hipster terrorists, okay? They deserve what it's about to come to them. My wish and desire. Okay, I got an achievement. Delacroix has never been prettier. Oh, how bad did they hack it? Prime Minister's fine. Oh, wow. Okay. Ministry of Bullshit. Okay. Let's inform... Now this is... Let's go ahead and inform him so he can clean the page up. Are you mad? You sounded such important information only to pass along when it's no longer useful. You wanted to see what happened, didn't you? Well, I'll keep my mouth shut, but if anyone finds out, good luck with explaining why you withheld such crucial info. Basically, we want to see what would happen. Yeah, so he's right about that. But we're at a point of the game now where some of these are arbitrarily timed. You have a certain amount of time to get information in Orwell in order to affect the outcome. So that was a nice little tutorial into that. Very natural, by the way. That's string of like 50 comments going there. Yeah, I'm surprised Mike isn't here yet. Tell Mike to get his behind in here. But Toontown. What do you mean Toontown is shit? What are you talking about? Julia's been shy but damn good at organizing stuff. Okay, she's blaming the government more or less. I thought, did you know that since 2011 all of the electronic... Okay, good. That gave us some fruit. Good. That gave, very nice. Toontown rewritten, the fan game. Oh, Christ. I'm going to have to look this up, aren't I? Oh, very good. You found a device UID. Every device in the nation has one in accordance with the safety bill. Where you use the insider tool to connect and see what a user has on their device. Note, a device must be running and have an online connection in order for you to access it. So that opened up the final level of Orwell. We now have access to her computer. Aw, look at her son with that Pokemon in the background. We'll start with the trash first. Oh, now we're getting... Okay, so we allowed the hack on the party website, and we are... But the information we got seems to be pretty good. He's a... Yeah, that's a fair point. It's like, oh no, I gotta go. It's 10 o'clock. I gotta be up early in the morning. So she was at Freedom Plaza on the night of their bombing. She requested to be relocated to a job at one of the bombing sites. Well, it's only a request, but it connects her to the bombing location. If we can associate Miss Martinova with 2 other sites, we will be on the safe side. keep going through her trash. This gives us her phone number. That would have just gave us a phone number as well. Alright, we'll go to system log. CCT Stelligan. That's an odd thing to search for when you don't have something sinister in mind. This vaguely associates Nina with the Stelligan assault. It makes 2 location she's tied to. We'll have a very solid case if we can make it 3. Alright, we're almost there. So, the fact that she looked at the CCTV cameras means that she was probably looking for the best possible location for a bomb. She requested to work Freedom Plaza. It's rather flimsy right now, but it's enough to work off of. I call it weakness. Apology. I'd like to offer you my sincerest apologies. It's not my intention to announce you in front of all the other members. She was in contact with Goldfelds. Need that. Assist each other with what exactly? Come down and we will put that here because we will need that info. Do not read. Let's read. Well, so I guess you disregarded the subject and went straight to reading this utterly embarrassing mail nonetheless. I knew you would. Well, don't tell me I didn't warn you. I've never written a text like this in my entire life, so I hope you'll be clement with me. A backpacking trip along the Italian northern coast has been, okay, I'll just say amazing, brilliant. The best one I've ever been on. And that was not due to the sun, even though it was blazing all 10 magnificent days through. It's not due to the rocket clothesline with the endless serpentine, blah, 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 blah. It's due to you being there with me that made me enjoy every single second of it. I mean, just remember that one time we wanted to have a photo taken of us, and the only person around was that elderly Italian woman. She didn't understand a word of what we wanted, kept shrugging and shaking her head. I had to bite my tongue so hard not to bust out laughing, but you, cool as you are, just walked over to her, gave her your broadest smile, put the camera in her hand and the finger on the shutter release, then ran back to me to make absolutely sure she wouldn't take a picture of just me. Funny how this one of all the shots made for the best photo from the entire trip, don't you think? Every cell in me just wants to backspace all of the letter and not send it. But at the same time, I just want you to read it and know how I feel about you. It seems you have passed the patented Desmond Schwartz relationship test. So I might as well write down what I've been trying to say all the time here. I love you. So. I'm surprised the email title "Do Not Worry" was one of those chain emails you have to send with 10 other people and your crush will fall in love with you. It does seem... Well, if the game was set 10 years ago, that probably would have been it. Schwartz, like her alias. So she isn't single after all? We'll have to dig a little deeper. That's her and her... Man. Okay, I knocked the graphics of the game a lot, and it deserves it, but this is a really good picture. There's a lot going on there. Save protocols. Child center. That could come in handy. Considering she has a child, no wonder for a single mother. Do you have any more hints that back this attitude up? That Miss Maternova is actually the fourth son. Yeah, I'm sure we can find it. Oh, she was in the military. Well, with her being all of 6'1". Seriously, Sharice, this woman is 6'1". The shaded triangles are very aesthetically pleasing. Miss Martinova is an ex-soldier. Is this worthy of in-depth research? We need to specifically know what kind of experience she has. Alright, so I think we cleaned out her PC. So we have Harris's timeline. What the hell? The big revolutionary himself, alleging to one of the most pro-fascist, pro-surveillance, bullcrap newspapers. That picture! Is that spick and span babyface you? And that text, loose lips sink terrorist ships? Does the real Hancock please stand up? Peter, I know what you mean. I feel you. When the TNB called on me to ask if I would write for them, I laughed at them hard for 30 minutes straight before hanging up. But then they called me again to let me know that I could write whatever I want. No strings attached. Hell, I can even fucking swear. And I do, frequently. Now I get the attention and reach I always wanted, and I can use it for a good cause. Well, good luck with an article like that. You cannot be any further away. Yeah, he's kind of a sellout to the cause, whatever the cause is here. That's a full foot taller than me. She could suplex me and I'd probably take her for it. Charisse, please. No violence. So she was 1st Combat Engineer Battalion, Company B. She got a medal for bravery. We'll include this information. She reached the rank of sergeant. Billy Joe. Yeah, those, that trash metal rock star life, it gets to you, man. This modern overseas has come a long way from being such an honorable person. This is all the stuff that we just put in. Dishonorable discharge and 3 months of confinement for being AWOL with voluntary return. In confinement, discharged. Wow. So that explains why she has to work for $8 an hour. That is a severe punishment. Did you know this puts her on the same level as any other previously convicted felon? Yeah, I imagine. Missions. The world is our home base. Mission Kerberos, Departures Peacekeeping Mission, Border Patrol. Let's see what we can find in Parges. It's talking about the crew and their history. Attachment mind clearance, but there's a that's her group. But there's conflict. Let's see what the conflict is. So if I'm looking at this map correctly, and this is supposed to be a bastard version of Europe, the nation is basically Germany. I think this is yeah. The nation is really small. Like, it is, I'm thinking, like, it's in the area of Germany, but it's like one of those German states. It's not even that big. This is just some of the history of the area. Yugoslavia has dealt with drug issues, border patrols with Parges, and the peacekeeping mission due to the revolution there. Gentry of food aid. Partially tasked with infrastructure maintenance. So, infrastructure maintenance during Gentry and food aid mission, or I could do mine clearance. So, mine clearance means that she has experience with bombs. Food aid means that she was basically out there handing out soup. Let's put a pin in it. Let's see what we can find a memorial. So this is a memorial pages to deceased soldiers. Oh wow. Desmond Schwartz is dead. Oh man. That would explain the PTSD and why she went AWOL. Wow. This is harsh. The 2011 Army missions were sanctioned by the current government. As much as I hate to say it, it definitely provides motivation to hate the government. Let's find out more to back that up. Yeah. Okay, so presumably if we can find information that her experience leans more towards bomb removal or bomb planting or anything like that, we can use that against her. Let's see what other bullet points we got. And yeah, the hack seems to, I'm pretty sure the hack isn't permanent, but they're gonna have to hurry up and clean that up. Is there any other information I need, or is it just the assuming... I'm assuming we have to resolve that conflict in order to go any further. Yeah. Back it up. So we're going to resolve that conflict. The reality is that more than likely her experience tends more towards bomb removal, especially since, let's go back and recheck her medical records. Here, this one. I asked the patient regarding the healed wound on her left upper leg, as no medical records existed in the database. She was evasive and gave no clear statement about the wound. I'm assuming that she got that sometime in her time in the armed services, and you don't get wounds handing out soup. So, or at least, are the student grades all up on the public website, or was that part supposed to be private? I'm assuming it's private. Orwell gives us access to the entire student database, so I'm assuming that part's private. But realistically, in this country, you shouldn't have anything to hide, including your own grades. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, you don't have anything to hide. Here's what everybody did. But yeah, let's go ahead and resolve the conflict here. More than likely, she was wounded while she was clearing mines, so. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Knowledge about explosives. We now have enough on Miss Martinova's background. Actually, let's get back. We may need something in this call. Okay, so somebody else is keeping her son. Oh, she is still in a relationship with the deceased. So do I! Okay, that might play a role later. So she's told her friend that she spent all week in bed. We have evidence to the contrary. Oh, she was at the mall. Miss Short did an okay job at the Circle Mall. She seemed a little distracted though and ultimately quit for not feeling well after 8 of the 10 planned work hours. Yep, that's it for her. She planted the bomb. Mike, what's going on? We thought you were in bed, man. So she worked at the bombing site. Ain't even at the right time. Yeah. Well, her whereabouts are clearly clarified. Things are not looking good for her. Yeah. We're gonna have to bring her in. It also became mandatory to inform employers whenever an applicant or employee is an ex-convict or otherwise regarded potentially dangerous. This is why she's been working under Molly Schwartz, because if she worked under her real name, she wouldn't be able to get a job at all. Yeah, that was the day of the attack, so she was there. I don't know. I don't know what she's thinking. Don't put this on me. This must be absolutely horrible for her. Especially considering she is on her own taking care of her son. It makes one hell of a motivation together with the fact Desmond was killed on a mission sanctioned by the government. So yeah, you have found strong motivation. Revenge. That's it. You found all we need to know. Let's see. Her knowledge about explosives might have helped Miss Martinova build those bombs. There's evidence to suggest that she has strong reasons to hate the safety bill. That doesn't look good for her. And finally, we can associate her with every single bombing location and prove that she was present at the correct time before it. Seems like we found our prime suspect. This is grounds for arrest. Well done. I'll need a moment to talk to my superiors. I'll get back to you soon. Keep observing Miss Montanova for activity. Oh, that's not good. What is she trying to look at? It's a good. I see. The thing is, it's not complete incompetence. It's kind of incompetence. It's kind of, yeah, you're right. But at the same time, they don't know about Orwell. They don't know that we can look this deep into what they're putting online. Crap. I should have went right into the computer. Oh, I don't know if that... I think the cops are after you. Oh, shut up, you bum! I just say I told you the cops did figure out the mall thing. Now they're coming for you. Why doesn't this shit type like Mike? No, but you should still know that the website she accepts jobs from posts reviews of their employees, and anybody calling that up to see what she was at the time. That's a fair point. Oh crap, she's running. She's running. This is where timing becomes key. I can't just sit on the information now. I gotta upload as soon as I know, as I see something, I gotta tell them. We cannot let our main suspect escape. I will assemble an intervention team immediately. We'll start creating roadblocks. I'll inform the intervention team that they should move in aggressively. As you find out, she might react violently. Since her device is offline, we'll have to start at her home. Thankfully, we already know her address. Go through her communications. Maybe she'll hint at places she'll go when she isn't at home. For anything of importance to me at once, I'll brief the intervention team accordingly. It's in your hands now. Good luck and stay vigilant. She's calling Juliet. So this is basically going to be one big quick time event. When I see it, I got to let them know. Thank God you're working right now. I called your mobile, but couldn't get a hold of you. Can we talk? Now this is where voice acting wouldn't work. Psycho. You're not going to be honest with her at least and tell her that you've been blowing up buildings? Oh, wow. This is the woman you wanted to suplex you, Cherise. Just remember that. And now they know I'm listening. Just don't say anything that'll give away my location, alright? Better safe than sorry. Just let me out here. It's a bit late for that for now. Now he knows where I work. Oh, crap. She's armed, she's armed, she's armed! I didn't expect that. I'll tell the intervention team. And if I don't bring protection, I'm gonna be dead anyway. Someone's at the door. She's going out the back door. Back door, back door. Get her, get her, get her, get her, get her! Bring her down! Okay. See, if we hadn't uploaded it in time... Oh, she made out the window. Yeah, he was busy searching around the back. Yeah, if we didn't upload it in time, she would have made out the back door. But she still found her way out. She's going for her son. She's going for her son. Good, we already know where that is. The team will be sent there. Thank God it's raining like hell. I can barely see 10 feet in front of you. I can slip away. Be safe. I'll stay here and work on how to get you out. Please tell more about your plans on the platform we're monitoring you on. Yeah, basically. Nina, who is this guy? You want to tell him or should I? No good reason. You're not doing anything illegal by helping me. And I want to keep you safe. Okay, ladies, calm down. It's not like the government is actively watching the call right now can prove a criminal conspiracy. I'm just saying. Technically, she is. Exactly! Almost there. Alright, the intervention team should be in place. We can get her now. The guy is in front of the house. How did he know where I was going? We're the government, Nina. We know everything. She's freaking out. Forget about him. No way. Leave him. He's going to be fine. Never. I'm not leaving him. I'm going in. Oh no. What is she about to do? Don't do it, please. It's not going to end well. It's worth it. Nina, what the hell? What the hell are you doing? Not going down without a fight. That's what. Nina, no. What's that? Is she? I think she's engaging the intervention team. Yep, she's engaging the intervention team. These people could solve a lot of their problems by putting down the damn phone. It's not like the government will murder a toddler. You don't know that. I lost the connection to the officers at the scene. What the? I need my connection back now. Finally. Looks like we were successful. However, our target, she didn't make it. Well, that's what she gets. There was a shootout. After the first shots, the team returned fire. I told him to go in aggressively. I thought it was the right thing to do. I didn't want this to happen. So maybe if we didn't tell who's writing at the worst possible time. I just want to be done with this horrible day. Can you check the mail, please? Oh, wow. Nina, I'm truly sorry for having drawn the investigators' attention to you, but frankly overstepped the boundaries of our agreement. The bombs were meant as a warning to those who are indifferent, a beacon of remembrance to our message that the thoughts must always be free. They were not meant to kill. Once again, you disappoint me with your insurmountable hatred and rage. Consider our agreement void. Okay. Not like you had to tell them to go, that she was relaying everything she was doing anyways. I mean, this is a fair point. Oh my god. I can't believe you found this. Can you? They worked together on this madness. But why? I still don't get it. This changes everything. We must find Abraham Goldfels tomorrow. Before we'll need some rest. It's been one hell of a day. You may log off now. We'll include that there. They didn't mean to kill anybody. Not that it makes a difference. Because it did. Do you honestly believe that after all you've seen? Probably. I don't know what to believe anymore, man. But I'm including it just in case. I'm just stupid. Resin ink thing? I don't think we can include the Rosentech. It's not resin, it's Rosentech. I don't think we can include that. Let me see. Phone call. Yeah. I wonder if we put in the data check a little bit later, they may not have gone in as aggressively. But if they didn't go in aggressively and killed her, she may have killed one of the members of the team. So there probably was not a right answer to that question at all. We could have traced her and kept following her. Possibly, But the thing is, it was more important to, because once she ran and went into hiding, we don't know if we would have lost track of her or not. If you remember in season 2, once we lost track of the brother of the guy that we were following, he was gone in the wind. So it's more important to bring these people in when we got a plausible case against them, than hoping that that we can track them once they run. Because literally, if they hit the border of the nation or anything, they drop off of Orwell's radar. Any information you need before logging off? No, I think we cleared everything. Yeah, I think we cleared everything. So we're gonna go on to the next day. So, I mean, we stopped the thing is, we did stop a terrorist. She was guilty. Oh yeah, the woman was narrating every step on the phone. Definitely would have stopped suddenly after that moment. Try, you're making reasonable points here, man. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying. I'm playing a little devil's advocate here. Like, Try would make a very good member of the CIA. I'm just saying. He's thinking real logically about the situation. Like, I think we can. Like, he's already got the perfect plan on how to follow her, track her, everything. Try, you're not helping. Thought eliminated. Episode 4. Yeah, this. Classy, yeah. Oh, back again. I still can't believe what happened yesterday. We got the perpetrator of the bombings. Everything looks that way, but at what cost? I mean, did we do the right thing? Flagging Miss Martinova as dangerous. Did we kill her in the end? I wish you could talk to me, at least this one time. Speaking into this one-way channel feels like barking at a wall endlessly. Worst of all, as you found out, Abraham Goldfeld seems to have incited and planned the assaults. We need to get him, today. There must be some lead on him we have overlooked. We'll keep observing all the others in case we learn something new. So yeah, this is charged multiple homicides. When prompted to surrender, the suspect instead shouted out aggressively while producing a firearm, aiming at one of the executing special agents. The suspect then opened fire, wounding special agent redacted on the left shoulder, and returned special agent drew his pistol and returned fire as the situation briefly had already suggested proceeding with extreme caution. The suspect was hit in the chest twice, causing her collapse. An ambulance was called, but the paramedics were unable to resuscitate the target. Time of death was announced after the scene. Yeah, probably after this playthrough, I'm gonna play through it again and see what happens if you don't immediately label her as dangerous. What's that? The part where how did I remember the thought? Very nice try. Sunday, she sure works a lot, but then again, so do we. I spoke to her yesterday, she called me. I never heard her so scared, said she was being tracked by someone and needed to skip town. She just wanted to let me know what was going on, in case anything happened to her. Then she packed a few things and went on her way. See, the only thing now is because of our aggressive actions, we stopped Nina, but now they know this, or at least they have some suspicion that we're involved. Yeah. Really? We're trying to set you up. You really believe the government has an in for us? I thought you were in the government with best friends forever now after reading your opinion pieces. Now let's all discuss our involvement together. Believe it or not, tribe criminals are this stupid. Like, yes, we know there's a chance they could be listening, but screw it. We gotta let our emotions go. We have to talk about this amongst each other. It might be a little static right quick. I'm just adjusting a few things in the background. Yeah, Buffy is back just for a little bit. Just gotta adjust a few things. Cause something popped up. Stream is offline. What? Hold on. Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. Oh, that's just peachy. Alright, hold on everybody. Let me see if I could turn off whatever I did. I'm just gonna let the delay kind of work itself out. Let me know when you guys hear me talking. It's not even a computer at this point because, like, everything's showing up fine on my end. It's YouTube. Son of a bitch! So am I gonna have to stop and restart the stream in order to knock the delay off? That may be the only option on that one. Catch up, but it's going to be like 20 seconds behind for the rest of the stream now. Yeah, I may just have to stop and restart the stream. So do I, because yeah, the lag is ridiculous. Alright, yeah, hold on everybody. I'm gonna stop it and restart it. It shouldn't cause too much of an issue. Like, we should just pick up, it shouldn't end the stream, so just hang on the channel for a minute and we'll be right back. Yeah, that's what I figured. I figured it was just a YouTube thing. So if I just did it really quick, I could pick up right where I left off and not have to completely restart the stream. So that's good. All right, we're fixed. We're up. Let's continue. So as you guys saw, Harrison and Juliet are talking again. They know that there's a chance that we killed her. So, okay, here's the, this is talking about, they're talking to a lawyer. They're talking to Cassandra's lawyer. So let's add him to the web. We should be able to add him as a targeted person. They know each other very well. This could be a new lead. I will request to consider Joseph Langley a target. Yet another person in our database. Because we're so convinced we're doing the right thing, huh? Yeah, we have clearance to provide, to proceed. We're going to need to know some basics on who Joseph Langley is. Remember to check old sources. Abe the professor. Yeah. Other than that, focus on hints to Abraham Goldfield. He's the center, the crux of all this. And yeah, we're actually not trying to set them up. They're doing it to themselves, I guess. We'll include that. We need that alias. Might be more secure than calling each other. Yeah, it is. How do you know that, Juliet? Hey, Wise, I have no idea who you are and why you suspect us of being involved in bond bombings. Were these usual circumstances, I wouldn't care less about a weirdo like you. But you just told me in your last email you want to tend to another. Well, have a look at the TNB. This is the person you want to tend to. Soon enough, you will have some serious explaining to do, and it won't be to me if you get what I mean. Lucky you, I'm not writing to continue this ridiculous battle, or whatever it is. Now we've all made ourselves comfortable in the same sinking ship. I want to suggest something better than battling each other. You can only be righteous, then be righteous. Become a member of thought. You said you're not thought. Not thought. Joseph Langley honestly just makes me think of Joseph Mangala. Mangala wasn't a lawyer. This is gonna be tri-state for the rest of the stream. I thought Mr. O'Donnell left thought. Now he seems now he's actively recruiting for the group. Makes his exit seem unlikely. Nothing here. I don't know why that was flagged, but okay. Alright, let's see what we can find. Officer Soul Salt on its chill Sunday morning. This is gonna be my day. I can feel it. In case anybody does recognize this woman next to me, let me know. Wow. This is a life when you get good money from the National Corruptor. I get it now. I mean, it's not a bad life. Let's just be honest. Money does pay the bills. There's Mr. Langley. We know he's a lawyer. We should have a did they fix the website yet? Good. I know Delacroix was pissed. Listen, I don't like the reports either. We need to cover the fact that this happened somewhere in public. We cannot frighten people. Sometimes their truth and ours have to divert for the common good. Let's see what they said. The perpetrator of the recent attacks across Boston is dead. A special forces team stormed the flat of Nina M. yesterday evening, as the evidence suggests that she was the lead suspect in the case. When confronted by the special forces, Nina M. drew a firearm and fired at police. The team returned fire, killing the suspect in the process. Upon searching the apartment of the deceased, special forces discovered nearly half a dozen additional homemade explosive devices, which Nina had created with easily accessible chemicals, hardware, and military equipment. Investigative forces have indicated that the military-grade equipment belonged to Nina M. during her military service, which she was allowed to keep when she was dishonorably discharged in 2011. Whether this might pose a motive for Nina M. to commit the assault is only speculative at this point. Upon receiving the news, Secretary of Security Catherine Delacroix showed relief. I'm sure. Reminds me of JJ. Well, yeah, it's It's not censorship, Cherise. We're just massaging the truth a little bit. We can't let people know that we gunned this woman down in front of her kid, or that we had because we really never had conclusive evidence that up until the last minute, like after she was dead, we found the evidence, but up until then, we didn't have conclusive evidence that she did anything. So honestly, what people don't know won't hurt them. Not right now, anyway. The important thing now, though, is we need to figure out the key. There's something we're missing here. Gym founder Ronson. Oh my goodness. I gotta read this. I understand you come from a pretty poor background. Your family has 6 children to feed, and your father was unable to find work for a large amount of your childhood. How did you overcome these obstacles to becoming a nationwide respected entrepreneur? My father always told my brothers and me, boys, there's no problem you cannot solve. Go out to face whatever hinders you and punch it in the face as hard as you can. So I did exactly that. An interesting metaphor. It's not a metaphor. What do you mean by that? I went out to the bank of my parents. They were highly indebted to this bank. I went straight to the manager and punched them in the face as hard as I could. I have to admit I am well surprised, to say the least. What effect did that have? At first he went down pretty hard, hit his head on the glass table. But when he had recovered, he was impressed of my strength and my boldness. He suggested an investment model for a chip chain. And then I came up with the name Jim. So what does Jim stand for anyway? I think you never actually told anyone. Will you tell our readers? It stands for Jim. It's all capitals because I thought it would look like it had more energy that way. As they said in Metal Gear Solid 2, we're not trying to control content, but we're creating our own context. That's a great way to put it, Try. Thank you very much. And where's that news story of crime rate, 2 days bomb bombing? Shut the preaching border. There was a story about Cassandra here. Here it is. There was a story about her original charges being closed. Heavy rain. Where is that again? Yeah, that gets me nothing. Let me dig through a few of these because I should be able to find. Unless it washed out. Wait, no, there's the flag. Good. I gotta come about stream solo, but I will be tuning in. Alright, Mike, thanks for coming by, man. I appreciate it. Enjoy your rest. And yeah, there are a few other stories in the headlines, but the one we're looking for was the one where her case was dropped, and I can't find it. Yes, I did say heavy rain. Don't look any deeper into that. And I can't seem to find what I need to find here. Oh, this is it. I completely lost it. Let's see if that flags anything. Nope. Nothing there either. Okay, so what am I missing? That guy really does look like Chief. We're looking for a flag that can get us to the next stage of the investigation, but I'm not seeing it. Well, let me make sure. Find his aware about the investigation's professional background. Okay. Wait a minute. If I remember correctly, Langley was a student. Yep, there he is. Okay, that's what we needed. And here's law officers in bond. Look at this nerd! Look at him! She looks so innocent. Catherine Delacroix looks so innocent when she was a student, and in her party profile picture, she just looks like she's just in charge of the entire world. Alright. Okay, I'm closing some of this up. I need to be able to navigate Orwell a little bit better than I am right now. Alright, now we got the access to his law offices. Contact information first and foremost. Yes, that gives us plenty. Thank you. Run along ramble with the open tabs. Hey. Got locations. Joseph Langley's track record includes the lion's share scandal, which received nationwide media coverage in 2010. In that case, he defended construction entrepreneur Elwood Hendricks, who had taken on a government contract for highway construction. When it became apparent his road pavement was of inferior quality than paid for, Hendricks' firm became subject to corruption investigations. Joseph Langley took on the defense for Hendricks, during which he was able to convincingly argue that Hendricks had actually acted on behalf of the Secretary of Transportation, Greenway, who had taken the largest part of the money put aside in the fraudulent process. The case ended with a minor sentence for Hendricks, whereas Greenway had to step down and was sentenced to imprisonment. That could be damnable. Yeah, I remember perfectly well. No way anybody missed the case at the time. That was either courageous or dumb. Seemingly, it turned out to be the former for some time. Now it might be the latter. I think we... Why does he look like Robin Williams in that picture? Wow. I didn't even know she had a law career going before she actively joined politics. Mr. Langley definitely has been around. So far so good on Mr. Langley's background. Excluding the connection to Delacroix, everything seems unsurprising. What we need to know now are his connections to Abraham Goldfeld and possibly other members of thought. Because he's Robin Williams, really. Slight Buffy. Okay, we're just gonna have to deal with it. I'll try not to go too fast. And he was in the national military. He's a master of disguise. Why try? Why? Let's see what flags this open up. Okay, this is her, Juliet, finding out that Cassandra's been arrested. I'm kind of surprised that Cassandra is in a relationship with Joseph, but I guess love works. Love, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thank you, Try. Thank you for once again being the logical one here. We could probably let this play out. Let's go back over here. Hello, Joseph. I assume you know who I am. It comes to my attention that one of your clients, Sergeant Cassandra Watergate, is currently held in investigative custody. As far as I'm informed, they both have some kind of liaison. While it's not my concern, it's heartbreaking no lovers are apart from each other. I'm in position to change that. If you deliver incriminating material for a person named Abraham Goldfeld, a member of the activist group Thought, I don't know you've been in contact with. Who is this? Are you kidding me? Is this our hacker friend again? Maybe. Everyone asked me for a favor for someone called Nina once. This is him finding out that Nina's dead. A favor for Miss Machinova. This could be important. Follow this lead. I just spoke to Harrison, another member of our group. We agreed the police might be investigating us next. They might be onto everyone in Thought now. They might lock us up straight away. I mean, can they do that? Well, even with the safety bill in place, they still need solid indication you're involved in the actual bombings. Although, honestly, I'm not sure what constitutes a solid indication these days. Yeah. Don't worry, we have the evidence, young lady. Alright, well, not young lady. We have the evidence, Joseph. Oh no, the government's gonna kill us! Technically, Nina fired at the police officers. If she would have just surrendered, she'd be alive. It's her own damn fault she's dead. Access to his computer at home. Oh, there was one thing I needed to mention. Head engineer warned me that apparently there were the glitch that caused devices we were monitoring to malfunction at times. You needn't worry though, the issue has been fixed. I'm still kind of worried, to be honest with you. It's currently offline. When he's on it next time, we'll have access. Alright, we got this information on Initiate now. I wish I could scroll out and show you guys the details of this web. I love it. It's really well done. Giraffes with hats, lazy passwords, National Bread Eating Olympics, all the memes. I mean, I knew I hated Initiate already. This just kind of cements it. Initiate made a little game for you. It's called Horn versus Horn. She was gunned down in cold blood. Ignores her loaded gun. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, yes, whether or not we had to kill her is questionable, but she did not help her own situation. Keto, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Of course he would have. Everyone I know who is remotely into tech or programming wants to work there. Which is quite mind-boggling to me. They actually hire a lot of interns and only very few people ever get permanent contracts. that we will let that go for the moment. LOJL. If she could have been given more if she stayed alive, she probably would have done it for her son's sake. She certainly wasn't a tight-lipped type. Yeah, this is a fair point. You have to give less info so she doesn't get flagged as potentially dangerous. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That if you give less information, that they'll just try and bring her in without using lethal force. That's good to know. Like, next time I do a playthrough, I'm going to try that and see what happens. But right now, we're in Joseph Langley's computer. Him trying to get his girlfriend out. Rejected a recent case for 2 cent dude. Okay, we're not gonna dig any deeper into that. Not really pertinent information. I need something a little bit deeper. Wrong profile. I knew that. Tried it once and it didn't work. So maybe if the entire investigation probably you can't show that she's troubled or that she has fits of anger or anything. But see, the thing is, I'm worried that if you do all of that and you make her look peaceful and she goes out with her gun and the team isn't prepared, does that mean she's just going to open fire and start killing people anyway? I don't know. It's going to require some experimentation because I don't think it's as simple as just not treating her as dangerous. But that's just me. Ah, now we're friends. Maybe this friendship is worth investigating further then. We have to investigate this further. Look for hints if there was really ongoing financial support. And so the circle is complete. So that's how he met Cassandra because Goldfels introduced him. So this is why they knew each other. Abraham Goldfels was his client. Which raises the question, what was his case about? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, what does this idiot want? Excuse me. Obnoxious water drinking sound there, I apologize. How do they know about? Oh, great. I mean, there is a question whether or not telling them that she's going after her son would have made her de-escalate the situation. Well, that's just a way to get her to let her get away the first time. Oh, so you can't let her get away. Great. So yeah, it's definitely going to require some experimentation. Oh no, we did everything to keep it outside the nation until we were ready for the revelation, and now. It's unfortunate people have become aware of it ahead of time. We must tread very carefully now. They will not speak so openly any longer, I fear. Yeah. Yeah, now they know now they definitely know we're listening to them. I like how the concept of wiretapping is apparently foreign to them. The first profile pic of them is a dog. Charisse, why? The chillest person. I don't know why he didn't meet up with him in person and tell him about Orwell. So Orwell doesn't know what Initiate knows. Thank you, Try. That's exactly what I was saying earlier. I stand by everything I said. Oh, great. Their conversation is worthless now. New reports of an unknown cryptography here. Orwell should be able to break the encryption in mere seconds. It won't matter if we can't get the intel. Initiative is like the chillest person in all thought. Initiative is... Or, Initiate, whatever his damn name is. He's an internet troll. Try to warn the government. Oh, that's not good. That we're uploading. I don't know, you talking about war and shit gives me chills. If it's a war he wants, well, he shall have one. We will have Mr. O'Donnell arrested before long. I can at least be certain of that. Okay, they're planning something, but whatever it is. The National Beholder just published. Oh, best just see it for yourself. Is this group responsible for them? Who told them that? I imagine you're looking at my way now, aren't you? Yeah! I have absolutely no idea who leaked the info, certainly not me. Only very few people can access the data on our back end. This doesn't exactly aid in our investigations. Quite the opposite, probably. We need to hurry. Time is certainly against us. Dear Mr. O'Donnell, it's been brought to our attention you have actively participated in suspicious groups in the past or present. I consider it unnecessary to elaborate how this is against direct regulations and our expectations of neutrality towards every journalist employed by the National Beholder. We hereby inform you about the immediate termination of our work contract regarding the National Opinion column and any other articles, texts, or reports. Respectfully, screw off, you douchebag. Ouch. Side effect of the leak, probably. I wonder what else got out to the TNB, and most of all, who did this. Now, so do I. So he represented Abraham Goldfels in a case where he breached a contract. The plaintiff's claims were granted, though a medical condition the defendant could prove by his physician, Dr. Daniel Lyons. The court could see no justification for the defendant's absence from work, since the defendant appeared to be in healthy condition at the time of the verdict. The court was able to recognize the breach of terms of the employment contract caused substantial losses. This case is considered classified. The hell are you working on, Goldfells? Oh, the plaintiff was the government. Never mind. Abram Goldfelds worked for the government. Are you positive? This is a true surprise to me. I never heard his name I never heard his name here. Never. Someone must know him if that's true. Why was he sued over a breach of contract? Game mode. Not to the game would happen if real different player had access to Google. Possibly. Seems to explain a lot. He felt too sick to work, tried to get out, and was charged for it and found guilty. Considering the facts, the bombs are starting to look like a weird kind of vendetta to me. High time we found Abraham Goldfelds. Wow. Their site has been unleashed to the nation. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. We'll let that germinate for now. Us putting in a data chunk saying that he turned down a contract for the government after we can prove that he didn't is a little absurd. Alright. Got his address? We have a cutting-edge surveillance system with no search engine. But it's effective, okay? Hey man, the address, well done. I'll request a team for investigation immediately. Somehow I doubt he's around. Continue your work. I'll notify you when the team is reported back to me. Birthday. See? We got his birthday. That's something. Increasing nagging pain in the epigastric region. Oh, he had cancer. Carcinoma tumor. He had pancreatic cancer. The average life expectancy is 6 to 12 months at the stage of cancer. So he was terminal. Hush, that is so harsh. But it does mean this man had nothing to lose. Exactly. Let's see what else we can find. She's gonna load out because of 2 cents. 2 cents? Ah, bank account information. Come at me. What else can we find on his computer? Nothing in the trash bin. Browser history. Pictures. I mean, look, there's a lot of characters. I mean, seriously, I kind of got to side with Try with this one. Like, that was the biggest revelation up to this point. Recurring donation. I presume that we could make that look like, since it's unknown, we could make that look like he was giving money to Nina. Since it was, since we've already uploaded that he may have provided her with financial assistance, so. We'll leave that alone for now, though, although that's probably something we're going to have to resolve really soon. I was already there. Never mind. Pictures. Wedding. He... Again with the Robin Williams thing. Wow. That is a big fish. All I can think about when I see that picture is the movie, the one Robin Williams was in with Al Pacino. Insomnia, yeah. Donation or blackmail, yeah. There are ways that we can frame it depending on how we want to go. Fishing club. Why did it open this up? Oh, that's it. Catching a month goes to Joseph. A red band trout, 29 pounds. It's a social networking site for fishermen. I wonder if fishing is that. I am the quota. Let's go, Phelps. He's been around for sometimes temporary member. Please now that he has made the best decision of his life and join us. Please welcome to the club, Abraham. Okay, call you Abe. Are you kidding me? I thought we were a club for man. We just let anyone in now? Is there a problem with Aberon? You bet your ass there is, Dan. Wow, I'm not saying that on YouTube, mostly because that's just going to get me kicked off. Bull. I talked to him all evening last Tuesday. Abe seems perfectly normal. Oh, so you're so late that I need to have dinner, so be right back. Okay, cool. Keep it a cool club. Why do you think this should matter? Proof enough that Abraham is gay. Oh no, I'm reading this entire thing. Hell yes, Norman. Fred told me that he practically asked out by him once. Proof enough that Abraham is gay, in my opinion. This is not of relevance, Dan. This is a men's club. Isn't it blatantly obvious what he's trying to do here? And he didn't even tell us right away. The secrecy is disgusting. That's a real bummer. Gays don't bother me, but it's really something we need to discuss first. Ron does have a point here. Would you all please show some decency? You're discussing a man's sexuality in a publicly online photo gallery. Abraham's a gay fish. No, that doesn't conflict. This picture's old. 1993. This is this year. So that is, and it makes sense with him being with Cassandra. He likes fish sticks. Try. I don't think we should mess with Mr. Langley's private life this much. This isn't what we're after. My position as chairman of this club obliges me to a neutral position in this matter. I understand the argument, but Joseph is right. This is not a discussion to be held here. This has also become far too personal. It needs to be discussed between all current active members. We will hold a discussion and vote on this during our next gathering. They're gonna vote on whether or not a man can join their fishing club because they don't know his sexuality. Like, I'm trying to figure out how Goldfield is supposed to prove this. Like, how's he, like, are they gonna bring in a hooker at this point? Like, okay, if you have sex with the hooker, you're straight. If not, and you can be in the club. If not, you gotta go. I'm trying to figure out how this one goes. I'm not even the most open-minded individual on the face of the earth, and even I think that's ridiculous. We shouldn't mess with people's private lives too much. Yeah, it's... I won't say it's hypocritical, but it is questionable, to say the least. I've been skeptical about this foundation, but they have been officially proved as a beneficial operation. I guess it's a good cause after all. Alright, let's... I think by uploading that, we can now upload his banking information. Because we kind of need Joseph out and about doing what he's doing to get us more information. So let's see if that works. Aha, so there might be something to the connection between Joseph and Nina after all. If you can find one last indication that this might be meant for Nina, that'd be enough for investigative custody. Wow! Never mind! The safety bill is rigid. Let's keep digging. That's him and Cassandra. Damn it, Parges. I'm telling you. Ugly, but not our concern. Agreed. But it's good to have it in there. Okay, so this is probably going to be the big thing with him. If we upload the data chunk from the Goldfels letter, this would be his, we could get him into investigative custody, and that might shut off anything that Juliet is doing through him. So that could shut off some information. Or we could say that it was due to him being charitable to the Children of Parges Foundation, which will leave him free and clear and could get us some more incriminating evidence against Thought. I'm leaning towards this one because we need as much intel as we can get to throw the book at all of them. Because right now, the information on Nita was spotty. We barely have anything against Harrison or Juliet, so we need to keep them talking. So I'm leaning towards that, but I'm gonna think on that for a second. Let me just see if there are any other data chunks that I can get. I don't see anything else. Like, I'm not gonna put in. I think I'm gonna go with the certificate. I think that's the best bet. Because we gotta keep him active to get the information we need to round them all up. Oh, so that's what the donations are for. Guess Mr. Langley is off the hook then. That should keep him talking. Gonna let this run for a little bit. Grab a glass of water. I'm scared. Really? What would you do if whatever her name was? She doesn't even want to say your current girlfriend. Wow, that's cold. Leave them alone. Yeah, this is what we needed. We needed it. I do like, to go back to Try's point, I do like how they're all like, do you know this thing about Orwell? They can listen to everything you say on any platform. Let's just do a conference call, guys, on the phone. I set up a conference call. Wait. They were wiretapping a call. Said it yourself. Why not chat? I think a call is much more appropriate for legal counsel. Raises Liz eyebrows, and chats might be logged just as easily. We're just the average couple seeking advice, right? Couple? We need to do this. Juliet's a little manipulative over here, I gotta say. Wait, where did the other flat conversation go? Oh. I knew that. Right, the law guy. That's what all law guys want to be known as. Indication of threats to the nation. Yeah, considering that's what we did to Cassandra, he ain't lying. We buried her under something she said in frustration. He's so cool in love, he doesn't even know what an attorney is. You gotta give us the information we need to hang him. Stupid hipsters. Wasn't Jules the other one on the phone when we were tracking what's her face? Yes, she was. She should know it better than anyone to not do this. I mean, maybe this is just like a weird kind of suicide by cop. Okay, that could be misinterpreted. Yep. Trust me, the fact that she was the one talking to you is going to look different in hindsight. Really, Kita? There's the evidence that we needed that Juliet is... Wait. Wrong profile. She did the main organization. This confirms our findings from 2 days ago. Juliet is very important. Now let's just shoot them all. That's an easy way to do it. Again, thank you so much for giving us the information. Right after Law Guy said, anything you say can be misconstrued to be made into something illegal. You, me, and Nina, each and every one of us is guilty of deviating from Abe's intention in our own way. Harrison, nobody is innocent here. That's plenty. I can arrest you all right here. Thank you very much. That's all the information I needed. Very important. Try, you're not helping. I'm not sure if I'm willing to believe this is really contradictory to what Abraham Goldfeld wanted. If so, why didn't he do anything about it? Still going. But arresting either of them is out of the question at this time anyway. We don't have enough evidence to throw at them. Don't worry, I'll get the evidence. New profile picture. Wait a minute, didn't you say there was a profile picture for Initiate here? Yeah, him in the dump. You know what? I'm going to upload it. I'm going to upload it, Kita. I hope you're happy. Yes, that's definitely the dog we're searching for. Jesus, start taking things seriously, won't you? Don't forget his birthday. I'm not uploading 1912. Thank you, Juliet. I appreciate you, my dear. That gives us information to her notebook. I hate to let go of an idea once I settle my mind on it, I'm sure. Just post pictures of your computer ID. Excuse me. What just happened? Orwell's lost connection to the main server. The heck? I'm locked out. The hell's going on? What happened? Connection to the main server has been reestablished. There it is. My stream crashed. That wasn't my stream that time. There we go. I just had some straight kind of connection problem. It's like the mainframe has vanished. So I got some data loss between servers and here. It seems like it's all slowly going back to normal again. We had a joker who thought he could intrude our database. InfoSec said they have averted the attack. Huh. Probably our friend Initiate. got an achievement. Hold on, let me see what that achievement is. And that is... Don't bother the law. That is stupid. That was really stupid. We're moving on. I've concluded a talk with the members of thought. Of course, I claim that neither to be involved with the bombings, though they formed a debate club before they became an activist group. There's this Julia Carrington who seems rather harmless, but there's Harrison O'Donnell well be a fanatic. Talking to them gave me the impression that he's the thought leader, if one can call him that. He's open. Remember our agreement. Okay. Langley is working for us, basically. Or he's working for somebody. Should have included that in the first place. My fault. Maria asked me to get some specific on a project with the eternal codename Demiurge. Alright. Demiurge? I feel like I've heard that name before, and I don't mean from Greek mythology. But I really narrowed it down. Yeah. Has family in Germany. Looks like they were pretty close. Could be useful. Listen to this. The modern world is in a transitory state towards omnipresence of digital information. Processes, goods, even money transcends their physical form and continues their existence in the abstract form of data, mere units of information that either represent or describe the associated object. While this yields a lot of comfort, especially in regard to the speed of exchange and accessibility to said processes or goods, naturally this also has a downside. In this essay, I will consider the problems that arise in the nature of the omnipresent and arguably omnipotent information. For this essay, I will focus mainly on two such problems: the unlimited reproduction of data, and B, the interpretation of bits of this is all crap. This isn't the point. You can do better. Nice. Yeah, we have Germany at least. That counts as a real country. Gunther Ahrens. What? Is that Goldfeld's? This photo seems like it was taken ages ago. Is that a child he's holding? How could I possibly miss this? I'm such an idiot. It's legitimate to change your name when immigrating, yet very few people do so. This is what Mr. Goldfeld's Ahrens must have done. He was reported missing in 1993, the year he immigrated. What did he do? Okay, this conflicts with this dude saying that he's gay. So we can label him as a homosexual and completely ignore this branch of investigation. Or we could include it. I don't know, Try. You got anything to say about that one? Kita, anything? The child looks terrified in that photo. I don't know what to say, man. Welcome back. Obituaries. What's this? Patricia Webster Goodman, Rachel Whitfield. He's dead. Okay. This changes everything. Do you trust random homophobic internet assholes? Kid, it really is a cool fishing club, okay? Okay. But no, he's dead. So we're gonna include the information about his wife and kids. And we're gonna also he's been dead. How did nobody figure it out? Mr. Aaron passed away at his home near Bondo. He was a friend with many. Few knew the true person behind his gentle smile. Although his achievements in life were numerous, Gunther was a person always filled with self-doubt. That is no wonder, considering the world wronged him over and over again. Yes, he had his mistakes. He was an innocent. Who is? Added by Anonymous. Who put this up? He deserved better. A Google search give you some Christian. Damn it, try. Keita, you have a point, but at the same time, Try is making a very solid argument in favor of the fishing club. I'm saying we can continue to take this game seriously, or we can reel one in with the boys. That might be my favorite comment that has ever been posted in any stream I've ever done. Thank you, Try. Reeling in a big one with the boys. You're telling me we have been chasing a dead man all this time? This is downright impossible. I mean, he did write an email to Nina Matronova just yesterday, didn't he? Oh, I'm beginning to hate the fact that we can only look at points of data without knowing the full story. The truth is in there, but I just don't see it. Damn it! Screw all this. Screw Orwell. I need to think. Look at all the facts again. Just watch for a while and let me know if anything new happens, okay? So the report from the team at Abraham's address just came in. It was completely abandoned. No furniture left, nothing. Which is no longer a surprise, I guess. Attacking Orwell worked. So the dog did it. This guy was behind the back-end breakdown. I should have known. This is why he's so pathetic. Oh Christ. What is this? Oh. That music is never good. All new people on our side, proper introductions are in order. Why, hello there. Where did all those people come from? Might be due to the fact that the biggest newspaper in the goddamn nation just published an article on us. Didn't think they still had an audience at large. The irony is not lost on me. We tried and tried and tried to get our message through. Whatever we did, it wasn't enough to get your attention. And now you show up on our doorstep, uninvited, yet still wanting attention. Won't come in, but if you, welcome. Now that you're here, let's have a small chat, shall we? I've got someone here who's desperately eager to meet you all. Is that Symes? Well, we my good friend Benjamin Koskinen. Benjamin, meet the world. On first sight, Benjamin seems like a fine man, doesn't he? He's 32, so in his best years, lives in a cozy house. He even has a pregnant fiancée named Amy Peters. Never would you guess what a terrible secret he hides. I'm pretty sure they're not actually friends. See, Benjamin here is a government agent in a project they apparently call Orwell. Never heard of it. No surprise, I haven't either. They don't want us to know, at least not yet. Orwell makes it mind-numbingly easy to spy on all of you. Just a few mouse clicks. Ordinary people recruited from anywhere in the world makes those mouse clicks seem as if it was all just a game. Then there's Benjamin. He is the guy who receives all your data, has an elaborate look, and says, this is the one we'll put in jail. This one's life. Oh crap, he posted his address. Yeah, we kinda have to upload it. Symes is about to get attacked. Cock in jail for life! I promise you. Doug is the greatest ringleader of all thoughts. Buffy's revenge. Okay, yeah, the frames dropped there, like, I just noticed the frame drop. We're gonna give it a second. Well, first I'm gonna upload this. I am not friends with... Yo, we got bigger issues, Symes. We know you're not friends with him. Yeah, we just had a sudden frame drop. I'll grant you to add more if there's any. I want to know. I need to know. Yeah, dude. He has your picture. He has your picture. He has your address. He's coming for you. This can't be, I know but it's happening. Go home. Thank you. So I think he's gone to basically run because he's got a mob heading to his house right now. I swear I will, Symes, I will nail that asshole to the wall. I swear it! On my loyalty to the program of Orwell. Oh. Okay, so we still got, how bad is the delay? Since you've been paying attention. Digging around a little bit more. His parents. Still only 5 seconds or so. Good. We can work with that. Okay. We found everything we was going to find today. Hopefully Symes is alright. His identity was compromised. Personal information was exposed. Yeah. So we know Initiate attacked our mainframe. Thanks to Harrison. We also have Gunther Aaron's information. He's dead. We indicated believes that Abraham Goldfield. Well, this was a crap day. We have one more day to do it, and with that, once we're going to finish the last day, close out Orwell for good, and that should end the stream. So, let's go to the next day. Episode 5. Oh, shit. Ladies and gentlemen, our boss is here. Good morning, investigator. Since you have the most powerful investigative tool at your disposal, I suspect you already know who I am. You, on the other hand, have been a hard-working investigator so far. You have proved Orwell is working as intended. I will be your new advisor on this case. This has become far too important to leave the case to the advisor with an exposed identity. Symes is well, but is no longer fit to work on Orwell. Moving forward, we will not speak about him again. As far as you're concerned, he never existed. Well, if he failed the government, he's gone. Yeah, she just looks like a ray of sunshine, doesn't she? With yesterday's so-called revelation about Orwell sympathizers, this terrorist group has taken to the streets. We need to show all the nation Orwell is keeping them safe. We won't allow for some fools to trample on everything we have achieved. We must get rid of the imposter pretending to be Abraham Goldfield. Find out who it is and where they are hiding. Yes, ma'am. Poor Symes, man. He didn't deserve that. We know Abraham Goldfield is dead. Someone must be impersonating him. This is as clear as crystal. We must act swiftly and collect as much evidence as possible before the gathering commences. Thought is certainly up to no good. As you know, processing data chunks is time-consuming. I would say we have time for roughly 20 data chunks. Be considerate. Oh, great! It does feel like we're the only ones doing anything in this organization, doesn't it? Where are the rest of the investigators? Well, to be fair, it's a trial program, so it literally is just us. But we only have 20 data chunks. Oh man, Symes. Anti-Orwell protest. Oh, great. This is not good. Alright, we have 20 data chunks. Let's make the most of them. This is where Harrison O'Donnell did his dirty work, probably thinking we would not be able to track him down. We will track him down. Yeah, Harrison's going to jail if only because of what he did to Symes, man. He was our boy. We're not gonna let him down. I've gone through the information we have on the remaining suspects regarding the impersonation of Abraham Goldfield. We have received information from a reliable source that he's probably the leader of thought. He predicted the bombings. This alone makes him suspicious. We have no idea why he hid the post on the Thought blog and his timeline. We are yet to clarify why he would be frequenting a drugstore so often. Survival supplies, perhaps? Why would he have 2 health insurances? Talking about Harrison. It's apparent that Harrison O'Donnell might well be part of the bombings. He's probably the one impersonating Goldfield. I want you to prove this and lock him away for good. I currently have no arguments on that one. Read the dropped phone. All right, Keita, I'll keep my eye out for it. Wow, they look like such millennials. Not necessary. Such a douche. Ha! Thank you very much. Take that personal information you left on the public website. We'll take that. Where's my phone? confirms Harrison O'Donnell is behind the exposure, but we knew that already. Indeed, but I want him dead! I want his family dead! I want his house burned to the ground! This was his mother. This is pathetic. That could get us some more intel. Let's do that. Dixon. I got us some more stuff. Oh, his mom is sick. That would explain why he's done what he's done. It's Juliet with Beats headphones. Fuck millennial. And there is her cell phone. Thank you very much. We have access to everything. Good. Keep an eye on her as well. We'll bring them all in. He lost his phone! Oh man, here's where you have to do the most cell phone damage, which is such a pain in the ass when you have a strict data limit. Yep. So if he doesn't have his phone, who does? Indeed. Juliet's been doing something that her boss doesn't approve of. Get so much information. Isn't that a picture of her in Goldfells, huh? The government should have paid for those unlimited plans. Agreed. Agreed. That's a fair point. He can't be impersonating the professor if he hasn't been sending anything from his phone. Since he hasn't had it. Dead! I want his family dead! I want his house burned to the ground! The one dude with common sense. Like, yeah, they're hacking all the phones and emails and every platform that's online. Let's not have a giant conference call. Seems pretty straightforward. Seems unusual. Why was she at work then? Half of our time is up. Stay diligent and considerate. Let's keep digging. This was recently. Wait a minute, that map feature could come in handy. Quote tracking. Yes! It could be in any of these locations. Let's see. Still again. Let's see if anything lines up here. Here. That one was one of their hideouts. Gotta love GPS on phones now. So useful. Yeah, I can't upload them all, so let me go back to it's tracking. This lines up. Possible hideout: Penn Street 16, 78 Orchard Drive, Portobello Road. Let's see. Wait. I can't. Crap, I can't do anything about that. Okay, where is this? It will not tell me. That's fine. So, I'm assuming their hideout is somewhere where we can track the addresses. Well, damn, Keto right in chat. Just spoiling everything. I'm shocked and appalled all at the same time. Wow. Not even a spoiler warning. My goodness. That's a fair point. I should not have uploaded that. You're right, man. Hold on. supposed to follow Abraham Goldfeld. He is dead. You're wasting precious time. But I got something, didn't I? I command you to no longer dig around in Abraham Goldfeld's path. I could easily turn you into a target first for disobeying me. You wouldn't want that, would you? What is strange, though, is that Juliet requested material on this demiurge. You have found enough material implying that something is very wrong about Juliet's character. Exactly! I'm working with you, lady! Jesus. She might be our impersonator. Good, but it's only an implication so far. That's enough! Remember to add all possible locations where she might be hiding. Continue to collect anything of value until the gathering. I, Abraham Goldfeld, developed the so-called ethical codex for a project code named Demiurge, which has been renamed Orwell. And I have proof for everything. I'm about to write clone to a device with the UID PC. Goldfeld created Orwell. Great. This just didn't get more complicated. Well, that doesn't change our job. Our job has nothing to do with who created who. Our job is simple. We gotta arrest these people. Oh, don't tell me they let her out. Try acting. Boyfriend is not Kita. It is not boyfriend lawyer. It is boyfriend law guy. All right, we're making it official. Should have locked them all up when I had the chance. Protected the system. All right. All these people are going to jail. I will not arrest. Right, there you go, boyfriend law guy. Rosen Plaza is where she works. Mallow Court, I think, is her home address. Yep. Portobello Road. What's on Portobello Road? Penn Street, I'm pretty sure it's the mall. If I remember correctly. Not the cabin. What are you talking? Okay, I haven't uploaded any. I haven't uploaded anything. As you can see from the blue data chunks, I have not uploaded a damn thing. I'm making sure I have my addresses right. I forgot this part. Rosentech is not. We need to find our son. We're gonna find him, man. We're gonna find him. Canterbury Square and Bond. Is that it? That's Sean. Sean. Okay, realistically. Let's narrow this down. It's the one address that they all have in common. And that didn't give me her phone. What? Damn it. Alright, fine. Alright, so let's see. Quote tracking. Penn Street and Bonton. Still again. Portobello Road, Orchard Drive. So these two, Portobello Road, Stelligan Avenue, and Penn Street, are all the most likely hideouts. I'm assuming when you said cabin, Keita. No, it's not. They're at different addresses. Oh, Keita, you're not helping. Okay. So the question is, you know what? Screw this noise. I want Hancock's head on a plate on my table. So if nothing else, I'm getting his ass. So Orchard Road, Bonton. That is between Portobello and Stelligan. Stelligan Avenue is the location for the university, I'm assuming. Penn Street, 16. I'm guessing that's probably Freedom Plaza. That looks like a nice open area. That's the trailer that he lives at. So his most probable location is Orchard Drive. Let's get his ass. Why am I going for Harrison before Juliet? Because of Symes, man. Getting my revenge. You don't mess with Team Orwell, okay? And if I'm following that logic, then for her, he didn't do shit. He's an asshole. Thank you, Try. Try gets it. Try gets it. And again, following all the information we got so far, she's here. She would have to be. Stelligan Avenue is the university. Penn Street would be the mall, I'm guessing. If they're not together, they wouldn't have the same location. Rosenblatt, that's her job. Malone Court is her home. So she's at Portobello Road. 16 Penn Street could also be it. Is that the mall though? Let me go back to the headlines. Let me go back to the headlines. Go straight to something that's not the headlines. Why does this still have a flag on it? Well, define bad end. Is bad end the government wins? Because I'm not exactly arguing against the government winning on this one. In jail. Let's see. Oh, they both have, yeah, they both have Portobello Road. So. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, no. Now I'm just confused. Damn it. Malloy Court. Go back and read that thing from Rosen. Oh, screw it. I don't know the words to pick. I'm just gonna start uploading. Wasn't home. Thing is with Harrison, I don't know what Penn Street is. That's what's bothering me. I do not know what Penn Street is. RNG it, yeah. That's the way we're going. Screw it. Big money play. We're gonna make it happen. Quote tracking. I want this asshole in jail. So, let's see, he's not at home. He wouldn't be at Stelligan. Orchard Drive is the most likely location. Portobello Road. No. crap. See, hold on, everybody. Honor demands it. Pride demands it. This is for Team Orwell. Do you understand this, Kita? He attacked signs. Can't let that just go away. That has to be answered and challenged. Portobello Road is his house. Why were they both at his house? So, oh, they must have been there in the last 24 hours? Okay, that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. She could still be there. Okay, I need to figure out right quick before I make my final decision. This freaking... Where's that breakup email? Where is this damn cafe? Thank you, Kita, Try gets it. Can you please listen to Try on this one? This has to happen. He's done. He requires justice. We will not let him get away. I like how Kita's trying to be all reasonable and everything. Like, you don't understand. You're letting the actual murderer get away. And she just doesn't understand how hype the Justice for Signs train is right now. We're getting Justice for Signs and his lovely pregnant wife. There's nothing you can do about it, Kita. This must happen. I want to know before I settle this where Penn Street is. That's all I want to know. If I can get that, I'm fine. is Nina's work website? If only our advanced computer could have access to Google Maps. There you go. If it's not a place you know, it's probably where it's at. Yeah, the thing is, they've both been on Penn Street. I just don't know what's on Penn Street. That's what's annoying me. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna do it live. They wouldn't be at the school. She wouldn't be at her job. She's either at Goldfell's old house or Penn Street. So that's where we're gonna. It's not the internet. Big money play. It's not the internet cafe. I don't know the address of the internet cafe. That's what's bothering me. I keep digging around their site now, like I can't find it. I should probably. You're not at the cabin. Are they back at that university? If they're back at that university, it's gonna tick me off. But they wouldn't have a reason to be back at the university, would they? That would be one of the few places they could go without. The university is one of the few places they could go, but you said, nah, not my head hurts. Welcome back, Charisse. And Try gets it, man. He does. Think like Try, Kita. Think like Try. Okay, so Stella again is out. Her home, Penn Street. I need to find out what Penn Street is. I need to find that out first before I upload anything else. Excuse me for a moment. That is, Keita, that's certainly one way of looking at it. I call it justice, you call it persecution. That is fair. Try, please explain to Charisse why we are getting justice for science, because Keita is really, really underselling it. Like you don't understand what they did for the team. Okay. I mean, Try has not said a lie yet. I just want to make that clear. You know what, screw it. Kita, just tell me what to do. Because I forgot this part of the game, and I actually do want to arrest these assholes. So, and it is just not clicking because I'm getting trapped. Let me show you what I'm getting stuck on. Harrison lost his phone. We have to keep that in mind. I don't actually know, neither do I. Here's what I'm getting stuck on. Harrison lost his phone. So, we could assume that Juliet has been texting and framing him. In real life, you can just Google the damn info you needed. Very nice, exactly. So if she has had his phone, son of a bitch. Hold on. I just thought of something. I think I did something wrong. What? Okay. So we can presume Juliet is a damn origami killer. So he got his phone back, but it's dead. So we can assume that these locations were the last places he was in. So this is probably right. This is everywhere Juliet went. Ah! I did that completely wrong. I should have put this under her. That's where she's at 78 Orchard Road. That's what I did that completely wrong. I just realized what I was getting trapped up. Okay. That's why she had Harrison's phone too. So, have no idea what's going on here. Yeah, so that's the secret. Harrison is probably at one of the locations that Juliet has been. Both of their phones shows the exact same information because she was using his phone. And it's off now. So they're split up, but he can't use his phone. So the locations again. Now I'm just annoyed. Okay. But I'm saying there's one location on Harrison's phone that's most likely where Juliet is hiding. That's what I'm saying. I bet you that's it because none of these other locations make sense for her. And I bet you that's it. I bet you that's it. We had to upload that his phone was missing, and then upload that he's sent out emails as gold fells. My head hurts. I'm pretty sure I've got him. I don't know how I get Juliet. Just use the bullets to curse. I want to. You know what? I'm pretty sure I got Harrison already, which gives us justice for Symes, which is needed. Although some people would tell us that it isn't. I'm doing the big money play. Alright. Yeah, I'm thinking it's big money playtime. We need a location. We just can't stay on the screen. It's 1:30 a.m. We gotta make it happen. We gotta do it live. When has the big every time I'm about to do the big money play, Kita just comes out of nowhere and just says, wait! Like, wait for what? Kita, this is the only move. Do you want me to tell you the answer? Why not? JP is the waiter. Sharice, you're not helping. Yeah, literally. Ach, the Liebe. I'm assuming that I already got Harrison. I'm assuming I already got his location correctly because there's one area outside of the several that he's most likely at. So I'm pretty sure I got him right. It's Juliet I want. So the only place that I know she's not at her job. I know she's not at the university. She's probably not at Abe's house or Gofeld's house. And she's not at home. That leaves Penn Street. I just don't know what Penn Street's at. Hold on. I'm gonna Google this right quick and then we're gonna breeze through the rest of the game once I figure out what's on Penn Street. Like, if I knew what's on Penn Street, I'd feel happier. Cause that's what's bothering me. You know what? I'm going with Penn Street. I'm just gonna do it. Big money play. We're making it happen. Thank you, Kita, but we're gonna make it happen. Penn Street, because I don't know anything about that place. It's almost 4 p.m. We'll most likely only have time for one more upload. Make sure it counts. I'm imagining JPS, the employee in the game. Boss of it. We don't use Google here. I found it before, but it's not now. Okay, so it's not out there anyway. We're just going big money play. We're gonna put Penn Street for both of them just in case, because I don't know anything about that area. I don't know what this is, so it could be a hideout. This Orchard Drive, I don't have any information on either. So it's one of these locations. Either way, if we get justice for Symes, it'll be worth it. I spent like 30 minutes agonizing over that decision. It's the university. Damn it, Kita! Jesus. Okay, I'm getting intervention teams ready to check all the locations you mentioned. Now let's see what happens. We were led astray. What's going on? We've been hacked. We've been hacked again. I have no control of the system. Okay, whatever. I don't know what's right or wrong, but we're stuck in it now. Initiative here. A fool who is baffled by the madness he just witnessed. Again, Initiate, the only person with any logic in this game. What are those security sealed down? I don't know. You would think we would have the best firewall on the face of the planet. The cops go for Harrison first. Thought this was a cutting edge. So did I. I would like to apologize for chat for spending 30 freaking minutes agonizing over that choice. There it is. Juliet is the mastermind. Someone set us up. The Patriots. If you gave correct info on him at all and not her, he'll get arrested and she won't. You'll have to work really hard to actually get the person responsible for actual death arrested. Ah! You had to kill innocent people and blame it all on top. So how do I get this chick? Extreme? It was damn murder! Yeah. She is a minute. Juliet is so evil. He basically. Let's confirm what I see. So, if so, he could have gone to the media and made it all public, couldn't he? You have to not go after Harrison to figure out her location in the segment. Otherwise, the best you can do is have her get rounded up in the end slides. I'll take it. I realize you're actually much better, yet much worse activist than Nina or me could ever be. That's admirable in a strange and very fucked up way. This is madness, Juliet. First Cassie, then you pulled me into this. All those poor people who suffered at your hand. I still don't get it. Oh, great. And there goes the fourth wall. Man, this is Sparta. Yeah, I will have to play this against Charisse. Probably not for stream because, but I will check and see if I can replay chapters and see if I can get her. Oh, now she's trying to recruit me. Try, damn it. This is mind-boggling with stupid jokes. That is absolutely mad. I don't see this working. I like to alter and return it. Catherine Delacroix. Ha! We got Harrison at least! That was for Symes, you son of a bitch. Cassandra's such a dumbass. You betrayed all my friends and worked for the government that locked me up, but you got me released. Well, this is just great. See how fucked up this all is? Yes, Juliet, this is all Orwell's fault. You had nothing to do with this at all. And only Juliet and Initiate was here. I'm just saying, Sharif. She's not like, oh my god, look at what Orwell does to people. You're the one who told Nina to blow shit up. I got her! I think I got her. I think I got her! Finally, I thought this disturbance would never end. The back-end engineer says we've had an unwanted guest. We already know what's thought. It's about time to undo them. We must be strong. We must show these people for what they are. The nation's safety is depending on it. Find a way to incriminate them, together, as a group. All we need is a hint that Abraham Goldfeld intended this group to carry out terrorist acts. You can trace the attack back to a remote PC. I will now manually unlock this PC for you. Okay, so none of this makes sense. Here's what's happened. So, somehow, I think we got Juliet in the net too. I think I was right about Penn Street. But the point is, so Juliet was behind everything. She was trying to cause violence in the nation in order to expose that what happens when people get investigated when terrorist acts happen. She got Nina to do the bombing by pretending to be Goldfeld because she must have did the obituary dude. She did it under his real name, so nobody would know it was him. Hit to death and everything. And since he was a reclusive guy, nobody double checked. Anyway, in this conversation, she wants us to unlock a PC, presumably the PC that he worked on Orwell with, to incriminate myself as an investigator for the nation and discredit Orwell. Initiate wants me to go after the Secretary of Security and find something incriminating her. See, now that's just really complex and deep in the woods, Kingdom. We're not going to get into that in that stream, although that's a very, very good point. I don't know why they thought we would do it either, because we're not. We're going to shut them all down right the hell now. I'm assuming the last conversation was based on your choices throughout the game. If you tried to protect Nina, like if you put in information that let Nina go, if you tried to keep Cassandra from getting arrested, if you did stuff like that because you had those opportunities, if you ignored attacks on Orwell, then you would lean more towards Juliet or Initiate's train of thought, that the government has to answer for what they did. But if you didn't, and if you've been loyal to the government, and you can see that Juliet's full of BS, despite having some relevant points on Orwell. Okay. So Catherine Delacroix open. That's her computer. We're not going there. This is Initiate's computer. I'm guessing that's him and his sister? But where's the PC? Where's the PC you said you'd unlock? Where is it? Well, we have free reign on the data chunks right now, so let's just roll with it. So, you know it now. Yes, we hired him for Orwell. This was his doing. It was me who wanted him on the project in the first place, to get things right with Orwell, to follow ethical standards. Only very few people here knew that, and I wanted to make sure it stayed that way. Our most ferocious enemy working for us, the person I chose. Now you know it all, discovered by the very tool it was all about. The irony is not lost on me. But well, you chose to disobey. I warned you before, this will have consequences for you. And I've been a lot disobedient. Don't worry, I just needed that to get to what I needed to get. That's an interesting picture. A bunch of stuff about I think this is all the information we need. This is Abraham Goldfels, even though we know it's Juliet, saying, detailing the plans for the bomb. That gets us everything we need. Kafka. Oh, initiate. What do we have here? So this is the hacker that's been causing us all this trouble. Hell, let's round them all up. Let's round them all up. Ha! I don't know if this was said by Juliet or actual Goldfels, but it doesn't matter. We have it. Did he just say random text messages? Oh, his sister in Bali. Let's get her too. Why not? You screw with us, we will screw with your entire life. And we're doing it for Symes. You shouldn't have screwed with our man. Boy. Guy. Dude. Great. We will search for this guy nationwide. Screw you, asshole. He was found at Orchard Drive, so I was right. I guess he compiled his own notes on thought. Nationwide is on your side. I don't have. There's no database though for Juliet yet, so maybe I did. Maybe she got away. All right. Upload this. February 2016, Abraham Goldfeld was already dead. This only proves that his impersonator started the bombings. If we're going to make this arrest stick, we need solid proof on who impersonated. I'm not going to go into her. I'm not going into her. Trying to stay loyal to the government here. At our own risk. I don't think I'm going to get any clearer information. At this point, the only way I get any clearer information is if I go a different route. Let's end this. I think we have all the information we need. Yep. Thought declared terrorist union. Orwell has been unleashed. But did we get Juliet? We got her! Ah, man. I'm wanted for arrest because I went into her computer when I wasn't supposed to. If I hadn't done it, if I would have been trustworthy the entire way around, I would have been clear. Busted that thought. So now I'm a new investigator, investigating myself. Nice. Yeah, we named the character Snowden. All right. I know it's kind of a longer stream tonight. But I do really appreciate you guys hanging with me. God, I love this game so much, and I learned something new every time I played it. Like in the original playthrough I did for it, I ended up doing the option that Juliet wanted. Like I turned myself into an investigative target. She became a hero. Orwell was supposed to be shut down, and I was again investigated for helping them. Like it is, I think it is no matter what with you getting investigated. The only way it doesn't end with you getting investigated is if you do not touch anything from Delacroix. If you just leave her completely alone and do one way or the other, then you're fine. But if you so much as touch any of her information, you'll be declared disobedient, and they will do everything in their power to shut you down. Try, what does it mean? The big money, you're right, you're absolutely right, sir. The big money play actually worked, believe it or not. But I appreciate you guys so much for hanging with me this stream. And like I said, I haven't done a 2-hour plus stream since Ash of Gods. And even then I tried to do them earlier. Hipsters defeated, thought nabbed, Snowden on the run, all is right with the world. I mean, who can argue with that? Who can argue with that? I mean, yeah, totalitarian regime is now in place, and is being supported actively by the populace. But hey, other than that, everything is good. I should be back with a new stream for you guys. I want to get something done. I don't know if I'm going to have time before Thanksgiving. I'm actually helping cook Thanksgiving dinner this year, so I may be busy this week. If I have time, or if I discover some extra time, I will try and get one more stream done, but I will be doing dystopian government justified. Thank you. Kita, I knew you would get on the Justice for Symes train eventually. I'm just upset that it took you this long. So, but that was Orwell. I will drop a link on the video box or whatever I have to do. If you have not played it yet, I highly recommend that you do so. Do not play this season. Ignorance is Strength, season 2. Highly, highly disappointed. Oh, you... Justice for Symes, Kita. We had to get it. We had to. There was no other way. They did them wrong. Okay, so I can do episodes one by one. That's good. I want to try and get an anti-government in with Juliet arrested. Oh, okay. Well, Shreese, thank you very much. I appreciate you definitely coming by. That stream was perfect. For all the reasons stated before, Try is perfectly fine with that stream. I'm dedicated enough to try. Well, I know I am, so I may try in the near future. It wouldn't be another stream, it would just be a video of me trying to get the anti-government in, but Juliet goes away for her crimes. Which most likely, you do everything that I did more or less, where everybody's free, but you put up the evidence to where Juliet gets caught in her location, which was, I think, Penn Street. So if she gets caught, she'll still stand trial for the bombings, but the government will still be held responsible for Orwell. So I'll experiment with that in the next few days and see if I can get that video for you guys. In the meantime, you don't give them information on Harrison. I believe you're right about that. No info on Harrison, just focus specifically on Juliet. And you should come out clean. But that'll be in the next days. We also have a Let's Play series on a visual novel starting tomorrow, finally. So the channel's getting back active in these holiday seasons, and at some point I'll put up a video asking for your preferences because I always play one full game during the holidays. So we'll see. I still haven't played Forgotten Anne yet. I haven't forgotten Anne. Sorry, but we'll see. We'll see which is the next game I stream. But definitely, if you have not played Orwell yourself yet, go pick it up. It's like $10. It's really cheap. I couldn't recommend season 1 enough. But I'm gonna call it a night here. Thank you guys again for coming to the stream. I always appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Keep an eye out for everything coming over the week. If I don't see any of you guys, well, I will. So we'll just leave it at that. But thank you very much. You guys have a good one. I'll see you next time.